I'm KHOU11 meteorologist Kim Castro, and I'm going to give you an extended look at the forecast. On this Tuesday, it is going to be really breezy throughout the day. You're going to feel a chill in the air, but I think the wind is really what's going to be most bothersome. Tomorrow, it gets cold enough in the morning that we have our first freeze watch of the season. I'll show you which areas are impacted by that. And because of this cold, dry air, we don't have to worry about the rain until this weekend. Taking a live look across the setup for us this afternoon. It's a mixture of sun and clouds, so we're starting to see some more cloud cover building in, and it's going to be a pretty nice seasonal day out there with temperatures that are close to where they should be for this time of year. 65 degrees for Galveston Island, 60 degrees for the downtown shot looking back from the Gulf Freeway. Today's forecast, you'll see those temperatures tumbling down. So throughout the day, we continue to drag in some of this colder air. And so we'll have somewhat of an opposite day. So I think the temperatures are maxed out already. And then throughout the afternoon, they'll come tumbling down closer to the low 60s. The height 62 degrees, 62 for Woodgate, for Montrose, for Bel Air, for Hunters Creek. Basically everybody in the Beltway will stay in the low 60s. If we widen the shot here, closer to the Bay, LaPorte makes it down to 61, Tomball 60, Cypress also 61, and then 50s for our northern cities and counties from Brenham, which is at 59, to Conroe, Livingston, and then Huntsville tumbles down to 57 degrees, and temperatures will continue to tumble because this strong breeze is coming in out of the north. Now the breeze is not just going to be nuisance, it is going to be something that could be hazardous, especially along the coastline. So we've got a gale warning up. This includes coastal waters of Galveston, Matagorda, and Brazoria, Chambers County too, and it extends into the bay, into the ship channel rather, and it goes on from this afternoon all the way into tomorrow morning. So the warning expires at 6 o'clock Wednesday morning. Wind is going to be at 35 to 45 knots. That's about 40 to 50 miles an hour. Waves 7 to 10 feet. So that's something to warn mariners about if you have anybody in the family that typically is out on the water, or maybe you have your boat docked Akima Bay, for example. You might want to take it inside for today. Maybe get off the boat and have a day indoors somewhere. Go watch a nice little movie away from the wind. Future track wind gust shows us it's not really going to lighten up all throughout the day. We've got these 25, 30 mile an hour wind gusts. By midnight, we'll start to see some relaxation of the winds for our far northern cities and counties. So College Station to Huntsville. And then the wind starts to relax closer to downtown by tomorrow morning, which is important because wind does make it feel really chilly on our skin. But the thing about wind is when it's present, it mixes the different levels of the atmosphere. So let's say the ground level was cold, but aloft was a little bit warmer. Well, it takes all of that air and mixes it so it doesn't feel as cold. It doesn't get as cold at the surface. Without the wind, the cold air that pours in settles in too. So overnight will be really, really chilly with that wind relaxing. Temperatures are going to be, for a lot of us, in the 30s, and for some of us, closer to freezing. 39 degrees for the morning low in the Heights, in Dyersdale and East Houston, Galena Park, Pasadena, East Haven, same deal, upper 30s, around 40 degrees for Acres Homes. Aldine, 38, so even cooler, 37 in the Tascasita, mid 30s for Tomball and for Cypress, Katy 35 too. About the freezing marker, Montgomery County and Walker County, Conroe to Huntsville, Huntsville close to 32, Navasota 32, and some of these temperatures could tumble even more, as low as 30 degrees. So for that reason, the National Weather Service has issued a freeze watch. This is the first one of the season, the areas that are highlighted here. So Washington, Grimes, Walker, Montgomery, San Jacinto should take the precautions that we would need when we have these freezing temperatures and when patchy frost is possible. That means if you have sensitive plants, you need to bring them inside. If your dog typically is, you have a big dog and typically sleeps outside, find a nice warm place for the dog to sleep tonight. Maybe in the garage you could find an area where he or she won't be as chilly. So that's what we kind of need to be mindful of as we wake up tomorrow morning. Now I know Houston downtown isn't under this freeze watch, but still gonna feel really cold outside. So the coldest part of the morning that I want you to be mindful of, especially as you send the kids off to the bus stop, or maybe you work outside between 4 a.m. and 8 a.m., take extra precautions like layer up and just pay attention to your body. If you get too cold, go inside and take a little break in in a nice heated area. The north breeze does drag in dry air. Notice the humid air has been pushed off to our east, so Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, those are the spots that are sticky right now. We are nice and dry, and with that sharp drop in humidity, we don't have any rain chances to watch in the short term. Right now, radar shows us just a mixture of sun and clouds, but it's a dry slot for us in southeast Texas. In the long term, I widen out the shot and there's a low pressure system developing in the four corners. This one's going to spit out a couple of fronts. So we do have the return of rain as early as Friday. I think your highest likelihood of seeing showers comes in on Saturday. The rain potential for Saturday afternoon looks highest north of the I-10 corridor. Everybody else, I think, gets away with some nuisance rain, so some on and off showers, but manageable. I don't think we'll have issues on the roadways. Okay, 7-day forecast looks like this. I talked about the frost potential for tomorrow, that freeze watch. Well, we could see another one issued for Thursday, at least another chance for frost. They won't issue another watch because we only get one for the start of the season, but I'll warn you about the potential that comes in tomorrow. A few showers possible on Friday, and then the highest likelihood again of seeing rain will come in on Saturday. There is another front for the start of the week, so I've raised the rain chances for the coming Monday to 40% too.